Okay, so this is my 2001 Manitou Legacy, and I'm going to go through a couple of the questions and do some close-ups from your email. So let's see, you talked about the fencing and decals. So in my opinion, it's in pretty good shape. There's not too many dents or dings on the exterior. I'll kind of go around the outside here and we'll try to see as close up as we can. I think the decals are in pretty good shape. I power washed it once this season so far, and nothing was chipping off. Here's some more on the front. I'm trying to hold it at an angle so you can kind of see that they're not popping off too bad here. Let's go down the side. Decals are maybe a little rough on the door there, but I'd say they're all definitely there for 15-year-old decals. There's maybe a little bit more chipping, I guess, here along the bottom. Let's see on the back here. As you can see, it's an inboard outboard, Mercury outboard there. Got a new prop installed this year. There is a fish finder, that's what those two wires go to, but it's non-functional. I don't know if it can be repaired. It might be the head unit that's installed up there. I haven't used it. It's effectively non-functional. The tunes themselves are in good shape. I don't know of any dings or dents on that. This is a ladder here. It unlatches and then you slide it down and it pops into the water, and we use that pretty regularly and it works pretty well. This sink, I don't know if there's a pump or this hasn't worked since I've owned it. And speaking of owning it, I know you asked me how long I've owned it for. I've owned it for this summer, and I bought it from a friend who owned it originally. He bought it in 2001 new, and I bought it from him this summer. This front latch needs to be replaced. I haven't gotten to that. You can see on this front pontoon there is a little ding there, a little dent on that outside one there. Let's see, around this side, again, here's some decals. They're looking okay. Basic peeling. They're not coming off and they're not completely gone. I don't know of any major dents or dings. I think it's structurally, the fencing is sound. I have no reservations about that for sure. I don't know if you're going to be able to see anything if I stick that down there. Just go back and forth. I've swum under there before and I've not seen anything that, I know there's like a metal sort of a belly shield on it, it looks like. But underneath, to me, always looked pretty good. As discussed, the interior is, it's usable, but, it's rough. But it's all there. Table's pretty good. No issues with that. Let me see what else you had in this email here. Fencing, decals. I showed you one or two dents. Definitely needs upholstery, and I power washed the carpet. I know you can't really see in the shade here, but power washed it, and again, it's 15-year-old carpet, and I don't think this boat was covered very often. I do have the receipts for the stuff I did. There was a lot of it. I'm gonna just record that separately, and I can send you the receipts. How soon am I moving? The house is on the market right now. We don't have any offers currently. I would guess we're 30 to 60 days from actually moving, maybe 90. With that being said, though, since I'm in Michigan, I do have to plan to winterize this at some point, probably in the next, I don't know, month, before it gets too cold. So I'd like to sell it, obviously, as soon as I could. Otherwise, I'm probably going to be pulling it out of the water and parking it somewhere else, which I may be parking at a facility, I may be parking it at a friend's house, not sure yet. But yeah, I think that covers all your questions, and I'll get to the, let me open up this. Here's the motor. I'll get to the receipts later. So it's a GM, I think a 4-cylinder motor. It's a Mercruiser, or yeah, Mercruiser. I don't know what else there is to say, and I'll go through all the stuff we've changed on this. I mean, it's everything from the bilge pump to got a new battery. There's a 24-gallon gas tank there. Got the some life jackets there. And both of these side compartments on either side of the engine bay, they both open up and outward. The bimini top is in reasonable shape. I can actually probably pop it down here real quick. I just put these on here, and some of the bolts I replaced. So the structure on this is definitely good to go. The top, in my opinion, it's good. I mean, it's you know, got some basic, I think, usage fraying in some areas. Again, this is all original as far as I know. But yeah, I mean, it functions for at least what we use it for. Here's a shot of the you know, driver's seat here, swivels. The radio turns on. I've only gotten it to work like once, and for some reason it doesn't work when the boat is running. I think it's worked before when the like when the battery. What I'm trying to say is I've only heard sound come out of it once. It could be an amp issue, it could be something else. I haven't used it, but the navigational lights all work. I had all that stuff replaced. This is a new unit because the old one was just shot. Bilge pump, blower. Let's see if there's any water in there. Trim up, down. It's all working. The two known issues that affect me the most, and so I sent it out for service and it came back to me, and when it came back, neither of these two items worked. One was the trim gauge. It's just permanently in the up position, which I don't know, it could be symptomatic of just maybe something's wrong with this gauge. Maybe they disconnected something somewhere. They worked on the trim stuff, and when I spoke to the service manager, to me this is something that they kind of owe me to fix again, because they kind of broke it. I don't know if that's going to happen. The engine temperature gauge was the other one that recently, when I got it back from the service shop, stopped working. I don't know if that's just a matter of a cable. I just haven't gotten inside of this thing and monkeyed around, and you know, there could just be a bad connection or something. But the point is, it runs, it gets us out on the water, and if you're at all handy, I think some of these little fixes are, you know, they're things that can certainly be addressed over time. A couple, they're trailer light, or courtesy lights, trailer lights, dock lights. Horn works. Navigational lights all work. I had those all replaced so that we're all legal. Tack works just fine. I've not gotten this to work. I've not tested it by plugging anything in there, but the light doesn't go on all the time. I don't know if it works or not. What else? I think that's probably it. This is a door here, by the way. Door here, door up there. Got the anchor with it. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I'll go shoot some video of the receipts, kind of talk through that, and I hope this was helpful. This "24-footer. I think the insurance company actually told me that the motor in it's like 130 horse. That's the Manitou.